welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be turning this old lantern into a terrarium. So I have a few begonias here from Optiflora Plants. I did not film an unboxing of these, but I will insert a little clip off to the side. The plants themselves aren't in bad condition. Some of them have a little bit of melting on the tips, but they did not come shipped very well. One of them was actually uprooted completely out of the pot and all of the soil dumped, so I was a little disappointed in that, but otherwise, with that being considered, they're not in too bad of shape. And then here I have from the same shop a little nerve plant and a fern. So I'm going to be putting one and both of these, maybe one of these in this here. This isn't waterproof, so I'm going to place this in the bottom and then try to disguise the plastic with these rocks. This is from Amazon. Over here, I have a little container with some potting soil mixed with some perlite. This doesn't really have a door on it, so I'm not sure exactly how I'm going to maneuver this into here, but I guess we'll figure that out along the way. So what I'm going to start by doing is cutting this down so it's maybe to here. So begonias and these small plants like a more shallow soil. All of these plants thrive with humidity, which is why they're good terrarium plants. This doesn't have a closed top, as you can see. I can put my hands through it, so it's not going to hold as much humidity as a normal terrarium would. But misting it every so often and keeping the soil nice and moist should do the trick. So I'm not going to cut any holes in the bottom of this because, again, we're using it to waterproof our little container here. So as you can see here, what I'm doing is I'm creating basically a wall with the pebbles to cover up the plastic container that I'm going to place the plants in. So I put a little bit inside the container just to weigh it down, and now I'm going around the front and the two sides. I'm going to leave the back as it is, just to waste less rock. But what I'm going to do is speed up this clip. Alright, so now that I basically have the plastic covered up, I'm going to go ahead and take out the rocks that I put in the bottom of the plastic to weigh it down. I am eventually, when I get it all in there and get the soil laid down, I'm going to put rocks on top of the soil to disguise it. But I do have to soak them first. You really should wash anything that you're going to be putting water through, just so all of the chemicals or whatever else is on these isn't going to drain down into the soil and affect the plant at all. So yeah, so there is a little closer view of that. As you can see, the plastic is fully disguised. This is the back. I didn't waste any rocks on the back. So now I'm going to go ahead and stick some soil in there and then get some plants in. Alright, so what I'm going to do next is take some of my slightly moistened soil, and I'm going to go ahead and scoop it into the bottom of our plastic liner. Get a little bit on the outside, that's okay. Try to beat it up slightly, but it is a plant, it is a planter, so it's not going to be perfect. Plants have dirt, so things get dirty. I'm kind of tempted to split one of the begonias up and just put a small section in there. This is my first time caring for them, so I don't really know like how temperamental they are when you're splitting them. But I might just be willing to take that risk. I did receive these on Saturday, so they've had about a full day and a half to kind of acclimate and settle in. just kind of checking out the roots over here. I want to see if it's all possible to split it up without causing it too much trauma. So I was able to split this guy in half. So what I'm gonna do is stick this right in with the fern. So I'm gonna kind of reposition my fern now. Didn't really surround him with anything quite yet, so I'm gonna put in the begonia first. These begonias are all Rex variety begonias. Like I said, they do prefer high humidity, so that's why they really thrive in terrarium situations like this. This isn't really an ideal container to do something like this in because it's not very accessible. As you can see, I have to like stick my hands through it to really do anything. But I'm repurposing and making do with what I have, so we're gonna give it a go and see what happens. So what I kind of did here was I just stuck him right into the back, and now I'm gonna surround him with a little bit of soil, and then I'm gonna put the fern in the front corner. There's our halved begonia in there. Now I'm going to place the fern. So what you can do if you want to start your own terrarium is a lot of places online, I've seen on Amazon, Etsy, they will sell packs of these mini plants. So this here, like I said, this is a nerve plant. And then the other one that I have stuck in here already is just a little mini fern. What you can do is just buy any, if you have a glass lantern laying around, if you have like a big bowl with a lid, that even works. A lot of people use like candy jars or glass jars that are used for snacks and stuff like that. I know Michael's also has terrarium specific things that they always have in their glass section, and then they also do them seasonally as well. So I think I might leave it just at the fern and the begonia and not try to stuff this other guy in there. But now that I have the begonias, I might try and look around and see if I have any other glass container that would work as a terrarium and maybe combine this with one of them. But for now, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to pack in some more soil and give this guy a good soak. So I did get quite a bit of soil in my white rocks. That's fine. Again, they're mostly to cover up the plastic, so they're not fully for aesthetic purposes. But what I'm going to do now that I have the soil laid down is I'm going to add more rocks and I'm going to put it on top of the soil so it makes kind of a layer. So I have some that I set aside here for the top that I've soaked and washed with dish soap. Rinse them really well when you're done. Just kind of make like a little ground cover right over the soil there. You just want to make sure none of your little leaves get pinched under the rocks. Make sure all the foliage is kind of pulled up and over. This isn't a necessary step, it just kind of adds to the look. So you don't have to do this, you could just put soil straight in here. Again, the reason why I didn't do it in this container is because it's not made for a plant to be in, so it's not waterproof. It does have glass panels on here, one of them is even cracked. So my hopes are that my little liner that I added is going to add support for the plant, and it's going to prevent any water from kind of seeping through. I'll probably still water it over the sink or over a dish or something just to be safe. And because I don't have any drainage in here, both of these plants do like to have consistently moist soil, but begonias are very sensitive to overwatering. So you do want to be careful when you're watering it. With this, I'll probably water it maybe once a week, and then throughout the week I'll add some mist into the container with a plant mister. So my camera stopped recording towards the end there, but here is the finished product. I did water and mist it. If you have an old lantern and you use the same method I did, just make sure you have a watering can like this with a more concentrated spout so you can focus where you're really putting the water. Again, the good thing about leaving the back with no pebbles is you can kind of monitor the water level and where you're putting the water. But yeah, there she is. I'm hoping to get an actual terrarium and do something with the rest of the begonias here. But I'll have to do that at a later date. I just wanted to give this guy a new purpose. And hopefully they'll survive. I'll have to keep you updated. But yeah, there he is. Thanks for watching.